They've come from the future to change the way we drive.
JK Smart Tyre, buddy.
JK Smart Tyre, the tyre with a brain. The future of driving is here. JK Smart Tyre.
I am the blue of the limitless sky. I am the inspiration that lets success soar high. I will perform, I will outrank, I will achieve, I will fly high. I am the I in SBI. I am the I in SBI.
I'm backed by the nation's trusted bank.
I am the I in SBI.
SBI, the banker to every Indian.
It's time to change your brand. Grayon, beauty, cosmetic, personal care products.
The Lux Life. The lip on the glass. The journeys you make. The roads you take. Beyond the rest. Above the best. You float above. Levitas Ultra from JK Tyre, made for dream machines.
They've come from the future to change the way we drive.
JK Smart Tyre, buddy.
JK Smart Tyre, the tyre with a brain. The future of driving is here. JK Smart Tyre.
I am the blue of the limitless sky. I am the inspiration that lets success soar high. I will perform, I will outrank, I will achieve, I will fly high. I am the I in SBI. I am the I in SBI.
I'm backed by the nation's trusted bank.
I am the I in SBI.
SBI, the banker to every Indian.
It's time to change your brand. Grayon, beauty, cosmetic, personal care products.
The Lux Life. The lip on the glass. The journeys you make. The roads you take. Beyond the rest. Above the best. Float above. Levitas Ultra from JK Tyre, made for dream machines.
They've come from the future to change the way we drive.
JK Smart Tyre, buddy.
JK Smart Tyre, the tyre with a brain. The future of driving is here. JK Smart Tyre.
I am the blue of the limitless sky. I am the inspiration that lets success soar high. I will perform, I will outrank, I will achieve, I will fly high. I am the I in SBI. I am the I in SBI.
I'm backed by the nation's trusted bank.
I am the I in SBI.
SBI, the banker to every Indian.
change your brand. Grayon, beauty, cosmetic, personal care products.
The Lux Life. The lip on the glass. The journeys you make. The roads you take. Beyond the rest. Above the best. You float above. Levitas Ultra from JK Tyre, made for dream machines.
They've come from the future to change the way we drive.
JK Smart Tyre, buddy.
JK Smart Tyre, the tyre with a brain. The future of driving is here. JK Smart Tyre.
I am the blue of the limitless sky. I am the inspiration that lets success soar high. I will perform, I will outrank, I will achieve, I will fly high. I am the I in SBI. I am the I in SBI.
I'm backed by the nation's trusted bank.
I am the I in SBI.
SBI, the banker to every Indian.
It's time to change your brand. Grayon, beauty, cosmetic, personal care products.
The Lux Life. The lip on the glass. The journeys you make. The roads you take. Beyond the rest. Above the best. You float above. Levitas Ultra from JK Tyre, made for dream machines.
Hello, Namaskar, Khushamdeed, and Sat Sri Akal. The final time this season, one thing I promise, excitement is writ large on the wall. Fond greetings from JK Tyre Ranger Series presents the Hindu Business Line Cerebration Corporate Quiz 2023 in association with BSC. This is one of India's premier corporate quiz championships in its excitingly epochal 20th edition. And I am your quizmaster, Ajay Punya, honored with the opportunity in bringing this quiz to you virtually. In its prelims that ran for a couple of weeks, over 6,000 corporate executives, business professionals, B school students, and MBA aspirants partook from every corner of India. And we're here today to spectate the spectacle of the fearsome five, the regional finalists from Mumbai. Out of the 6 regional finals that make up Cerebration, it is only the full set of qualifiers from Mumbai who have exhibited this degree of competence previously. While other centers saw one or more fresh challengers, in Mumbai today, we look forward to that wealth of experience unraveling a rivalry unrivaled. And at the end of it, lying in wait is the concluding berth of the national final at the impressive BSC in the city of Mumbai itself. And once there, they'll fight the big fight, the biggest fight of the season, against a couple of national final debutants and 3 former runner-ups, each one of them hungry to win the most coveted intellectual title and collect riches worth rupees 1.5 lakhs. There's first prize of rupees 75,000, second prize of rupees 50,000, and third of rupees 25,000. Like the others, they wandered this path all alone till now, and they will wander ahead alone again. But the one that wonders us by extracting answers from the deep recesses of their geeky genius will ascend to have a say on the final day. Now, queuing up in Mumbai, number 1 on the list is a regional finalist from last year, and perhaps for inspiration, he need not look too far. His colleague qualifying from Chennai last week, and quite comprehensively at that, could be that source. He is Anirudh Datta from TCS. Following him, he was in the Delhi final in 2021. It didn't work out for him. After years gap, he's brought his life and hopefully luck to Mumbai. He is Abhinav Dar from Tomorrow's Market Tonight. Following Abhinav is winner of Mumbai in 2021, went on to miss the podium in a heartbreaking tiebreaker at the national final. Then he came back to bout in Mumbai last year. He would have hoped for more and better, but what he offered was less and fewer. Never the one to give up, though. He's back for the bout again. Number 3 on the list is Shantanu Sharma from SR. Next up, he was here in 2021. He did his best, but it wasn't quite the kind of performance that gave him a good night's rest. Rising again is Rajarshi Chanda from Fujitsu. And finally, finishing 5th in 2021, 5th in 2022, and 2023, at least on the starting block, he is 5th again. But the fact that he is becoming synonymous with the number 5 is something he would want to change for his own good. This is Sai Karthik from Axis Bank. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the 5 hoping to hurt each other with sheer belligerence in their approach. They'll have many answers to my questions, of that I am certain. But do they have any answers for each other's strategy? Of that we shall ascertain. It's like a Jasprit Bumrah Yorker. You know it's coming, but you will still struggle to bring your bat down in time when it comes. While they chew on that, prodding them with some affirmating compliments is the rock of support of Cerebration, Mr. Raghuveer Srinivasan, editor, BusinessLine. Sir, please.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 20th edition of the Hindu BusinessLine Cerebration Corporate Quiz. This is a prestigious corporate quiz championship which attracts executives from companies, business professionals, MBA aspirants, and students from India's leading B schools. This is the 20th edition of the quiz, and it has established a name for itself in the Indian quiz calendar, attracting quiz buffs of the highest caliber. Just to give you a quick brief on how this works, participants will be asked to answer 20 questions to qualify for the regional round, and the top 6 contestants from each city will compete in the virtual regional finals. The final, of course, will be an in-person event. It'll be in Mumbai, and it's going to be on the 29th of October. And the regional final winners from 6 cities will fight it out for the coveted title of Cerebration Quiz winner. The winners will all take home prize money of 1.5 lakhs. The first prize is 75,000, second prize of 50,000, and the third prize is 25,000. The Cerebration Corporate Quiz this year is sponsored by JK Tyre Ranger Series in association with the Bombay Stock Exchange, and associate partners are State Bank of India, Grayon Cosmetics, and Parker Pens. Our partner for television is NewsX. So without much ado, let me call opening for this year's Cerebration Quiz. Wish you all the best as you compete for one of the most prestigious titles in the Indian quizzing calendar, and may the best person win. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would request Mr. Anshuman Singhania, Managing Director, JK Tyre and Industries Limited, to take the stage and address our participants.
Tyre are delighted to be part of the 20th edition of the prestigious BusinessLine Cerebration Quiz 2023 as the presenting partners. We have been at the forefront of driving innovation and excellence in the tyre industry through the introduction of groundbreaking technologies. Our Ranger series is one of our highly technological products developed specially for new age SUV owners in the country. At JK Tyre, we have consistently supported emerging talent through a variety of industry academia collaborations. With the BusinessLine Cerebration Quiz, we are further able to extend our support to talented individuals from various industries. I would like to congratulate all the finalists and wish you luck. Your commitment to knowledge and excellence is truly inspiring, and we are proud to be part of this journey. Remember to be in total control while you navigate your way to becoming the champion of the quiz. I wish you all the very best.
Thank you, sir. And finally, I now request the company of Sri Sundaraman Ramamurthy, MD BSc, to address the gathering.
BSc is happy to note that Hindu BusinessLine is conducting the 20th edition of BusinessLine Cerebration Quiz 2023, which draws talented business professionals, corporate executives, MBA aspirants, and B school students. We are glad to be associated with this. In our continuous efforts to promote awareness of financial markets and corporate India, we are proud to host the grand finale at BSc. I wish all the best to the regional winners from 6 cities of Mumbai, New Delhi, Hyderabad, Kochi, Chennai, and Bengaluru. May the best flourish.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, all gentlemen. Now, to evoke boundless admiration for our partners who made this event, the Hindu BusinessLine Cerebration 2023 happen. Presenting partner, JK Tyre. It's brought to you in association with BSc, associate partners, SBI, Grayon, and Parker Pen by Luxor Group, and TV partner, NewsX. Thank you all very, very much. So, participants, Cerebration is one step away from the national final, searching today for the last piece In the puzzle, it's a quiz rich in decision making as it is rich in some carefully curated content across its 4 overs. Let's begin the opening spell with the first over, and it's called Power Play. 6 questions, all of them on the buzzer, each one of them to have 3 clues. You can hit the buzzer on whatever clue you're comfortable with. All 6 of you can, in fact, hit the buzzer on the same clue. After the first couple of clues, I will move on to the third one. And after the third clue, I will only give you about 10 seconds for you to hit the buzzer. For the first couple of clues, I'll sort of manually have a look at each one of you. And if I feel that you're not really keen on hitting the buzzer, I will move on to subsequent clues. There is only one buzzer per participant per question. So if you get it wrong on a first clue, you can't try again on subsequent clues. You only have one attempt per question. So decide which of the 3 clues you'd like to hit the buzzer on. 15 on the first, 12 on the second, 8 on the third, flat -5 for a wrong answer. So if you're all ready, we are set to begin with our first of 6 questions coming up in Power Play. Good luck to all 5 of you here at Mumbai Regional Final. Question number 1. I'm looking for a common word across all of these clues that I will give you. Here is clue number 1 for 15 and -5. The term X-food was coined in 1951, but the first definition was coined in 1972 by an American nutritionist and the director of the Center for Science in the Public Interest. So tell me what's X here. No one's trying. I'll move on to clue number 2 for 12 points. X bonds are rated BB or lower by Standard & Poor's and BA or lower by Moody's, and can be broadly divided into 2 categories: fallen angels or rising stars. Still no one trying. I'll move on to clue number 3 for 8 points. X fee is a mandatory fee that companies spring on you after showing you an initial, more enticing price tag. And X yard is a business of dismantling where decommissioned vehicles are brought and their parts are sold. On the buzzer first is Shantanu. Shantanu, what is your answer?
I'll go with premium.
You'll go with?
Premium.
Premium. I'm afraid, Shantanu, that is incorrect. That's a -5. Question goes to Anirudh.
They had the same answer.
I'll move on, Anirudh. You don't have as much time.
I'll go with cute. C-U-T.
Cute. That is incorrect, Anirudh. -5 goes on to Abhinav now.
I'll say scrap.
Scrap. I'm
As a
afraid that's
scrapyard.
not correct. Abhinav, that's
non-com guess.
Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
Abhinav, that's a -5. Question goes to Rajarshi. Why would you give a non-comp guess when I'm giving you points for it?
I'm sorry. I thought only 2 or 3 buzzers. So
Rajarshi.
yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, I will say junk.
That is correct. This is junk. Junk food, junk bonds, junkyard, and junk fee is what I was looking for. Rajarshi, that's very well done. A question that went across 3 participants, each one of them collecting negatives. Shantanu, Anirudh, and Abhinav, -5 to each one of you. And Rajarshi, very well done on that. Gets you 8 points, an emphatic first argument in his case for domination. That's very well done, Rajarshi. 8 points to you, and really benefiting out of the fact that 3 others got negatives. So that's well done. All right. We'll move on to question number 2 now. Here's question number 2. Let me tell you what I'm looking for first. What compensation model connects all these individuals that I will show you in three parts? All right, here's the first set of individuals. No one's trying. I'll move on to clue number 2. Perhaps some familiar faces now. Somebody's interested, and that is Rajarshi. Yes, Rajarshi, for 12 points this time.
I will say they took a $1 salary, a token salary.
A total salary of $1.
Token salary of $1.
Token salary of $1.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's clue number 3. Rajarshi, do you still stick by your answer?
I don't have any other guess, so I'll stick
As
by
you
it.
should. That's well done. It is indeed $1 a year salary, of course. In the first visuals were Gifford Pinchot served as the first chief of staff of U.S. Forest Service under President Theodore Roosevelt for an annual $1 salary. Then there was Sidney Hillman, Amalgamated Clothing Workers. Then Max Lowenthal under Harry Truman. Bernard Baruch, chairman of the War Industries Board. Then there was Herbert Hoover. And then there were lots of familiar faces in Arnold Schwarzenegger, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Page, so many others. That's very well done, Rajarshi. To top that 8-pointer, you now get a 12-pointer. That's very well done. So 12 points to Rajarshi this time, continuing to build on his early advantage. All of them $1 a year. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Here's number 3. I'm looking for an event. So your answer should include a proper noun alongside what event associated with that proper noun, right? So not just the proper noun, but I need that event alongside what happened. Okay. Here's your first clue. In August, these stocks added more than 20,000 crores market cap in a week. Why? August of this year, of course. No one trying. Moving on to number 2. Here's a few more of those stocks that added to a total value of 20,000 crores market cap in a week. Still no one. Now for 8 points. Now you'll see many familiar faces. All right. On the buzzer is Sai Karthik. Yes, Sai, for 8 points.
This is the Chandrayaan mission, Chandrayaan 3.
Okay, what happened with the Chandrayaan?
So these were all the companies which helped in the mission of Chandrayaan. Giving the equipments, raw materials, in helping the whole.
That is correct, Sai Karthik. That's well done. This is the Chandrayaan 3 moon landing that took place on 23rd, 24th August, around that time. So good answer. Sai Karthik gets you 8 points. Question, of course, is powered by our partner, BSE, which is where we'll gather in a week from now. But that's 8 points to Sai Karthik. These were all the companies, as he explained, that sort of provided something or the other in the success of the moon landing of Chandrayaan. That's well done, Sai. Gets you 8 points. 8 points to Sai. Right. 3 questions to go in this over. Here's question number 4. These are all types of what? Okay, what are all these types of? So essentially, the suffixes in each of these is the same. So you have to just tell me the suffix. The prefix keeps changing in every clue. Once when you get the suffix or the second word in the answer, that should be fine. Just for further awareness sake, in the interest of all the viewers and everybody else, you can then tell me what are the first words in each of the 3 clues, the prefixes in each of the 3 clues. But the suffix is the answer that I'm looking for, or the second word in the answer, which I've divided as AX, BX, CX. So you just tell me what the X is. All right, here's the first one. The AX was coined by this person during the 2001 period of economic downturn. All right, couple of you on the buzzer already. Abhinav to go first for 15 points. Just tell me what is X. It's a 2-word term. Tell me what is X.
So
X is 1 word, sorry.
Yeah.
AX is 2 words. Tell me the second one.
So X, I'll say, is like bubbles. So this would be the .com bubble.
Bubbles. I'm afraid that is incorrect, Abhinav. That's a -5. Question goes to Anirudh.
Yeah, I think this is index. This is the lipstick index or indicator that when there is a downturn, then there is the lipstick indicator goes down. So he's basically from the cosmetic company, L'Oreal or the other one. He's the one who coined the lipstick index. So I think these are all types of indexes.
All right. There's nobody else after you on the buzzer. I'll move on to the second clue. In 2010-11, as the sale of B overshadowed the sale of A, he said, B has become the heir to A in this recession. I picked up this signal from my granddaughters. All of a sudden, there was all this B in crazy colors. Many media outlets started calling it the BX. Anirudh, what's the B here?
I think the B is lipstick or whatever.
No.
The skirts.
Skirts, all right. Yeah. C. During COVID, as face masks became a norm, the sales of A plummeted even more. Thus, CX began dominating conversations as opposed to AX. Now, what is C here, Anirudh?
I don't know.
All right, I'll spare him the torture. This was just chronological order. This is indeed the various types of indices, the lipstick index, then the nail
Mascara,
polish
I think.
index, and with the masks during COVID, you couldn't see anything on the mouth. So then it was the eyes to work
Right.
with. So mascara index. That is absolutely perfect there, Anirudh. Very well done. You got it right on the first clue itself. That was, in fact, Leonard Dorrell, who actually posed that the sale of little cheering luxuries like lipstick went up, then happened to be nail polish, which he saw on his granddaughters, and then subsequently mascara, I've explained. So that's well done. Anirudh gets you 15 points, but unfortunately, Abhinav, that's a -5 to you. This question is powered by our partner, Grey On. Happy to see Anirudh getting it right on the first clue. All right, 2 questions remain in this over. Here's question number 5. Some FAQs, I've basically lifted some FAQs from a website, and you have to tell me about what, right? Okay, here's clue number 1. What does an X cost? Nothing. It is simply a recognition. It cannot be bought or sold. How many X's are there? Roughly 800, but it changes almost weekly. On the buzzer is Abhinav already for 15 points, Abhinav.
So I'll say these are like gold verified accounts on Twitter.
Gold verified accounts. I'm afraid, Abhinav, that is incorrect. That's a -5. I'll move on to clue number 2. Who is eligible for X? X are only issued to tradesmen. The professions, examples, bankers, solicitors, accountants, employment agencies, party planners, government departments, media, or places of refreshment or entertainment do not qualify. Still no one on the buzzer. Here's clue number 3 for 8. Why might a company or individual lose an X? The quality of the product or service is not up to standard. The product or service is no longer available, and the business stops trading. What does an X cost? Nothing. It is simply a recognition. Cannot be bought or sold. On the buzzer, Shantanu taking a chance for 8 points if he's right.
I'll go with Michelin star.
Shantanu, you'll have to be louder.
Michelin star.
Michelin star. I'm afraid that is incorrect, Shantanu. There's nobody else after you on the buzzer. So -5 Shantanu, -5 Abhinav. Now, does anybody want to take a second guess for non-comp?
Probably a seat on the NYSE or something like that.
Not a seat on the NYSE.
Is it a GI tag or something?
Not a GI tag.
No.
But let me give you a clue. One of the sponsors of this program happens to have this recognition.
Is that something to do with MDRT or something? MDRT.
No. Okay, I'll close this. The answer that I was looking for is, it said there are about 800 of these. It keeps changing in numbers almost weekly. This is the Royal Warrant. The recognition for Royal Warrant. And like I said, this question is powered by our partner, Parker Pen, by Luxor Group, who themselves have been recognized with 2 Royal Warrants previously. So unfortunately, a couple of you getting negatives on this one. That's Shantanu and Abhinav, -5 to both of you as we move on to our final question of this over. Here's question number 6. What are all these types of? Okay, just giving you various types of what. So tell me, what are these? Actually, this is a partly lateral clue and partly direct, right? So some of them could be lateral, some of them go in directly. So you have to figure out which is which. I won't do the hard work, you do the hard work. All right, so here's first clue. And let me also tell you, this is not really exhaustive. So there could be more, but these are the main few that you should know of, at least when you know the answer. You will definitely know of. All right, let's move on. I don't think anybody's trying. Here's second clue. The images being repeated is deliberate. No one trying. We'll move on to clue number 3 for 8. The Time doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. Okay. On the buzzer is Shantanu. Yes, Shantanu.
Are these all examples of things which have a different spelling? For example, whiskey would be spelled without an E in UK and Ireland compared to in USA.
Okay. Things that are spelled with different spellings in different places, like you said, whiskey, you said, is spelled with the EY and sometimes without the E. That is incorrect, Shantanu. That's a -5. Shantanu, in general, I'd like you to speak louder because your voice is too low for some reason. But we'll move on. That's a -5, Shantanu, to Rajarshi now.
Yeah. So I will say these are products which only can be made in the country of origin, like Scotch whiskey or the specific cocktail.
How would the T-shirt fit into that? The first clue?
Maybe Hawaiian or something. I'm not sure about the T-shirt part.
Not sure, Rajarshi. That's a Hawaiian T-shirt, and I'm sure you know that's not a Hawaiian T-shirt. That is incorrect, Rajarshi. That's not the answer that I was looking for. Does anybody want to take a guess? Not for points. Second guess.
Is there something double in that word? Double Irish, double something.
Oh, Dutch sandwich.
So now, if you've cracked that, where are we heading now?
Okay, so different types of tax evasion.
Different tax evasions.
Not evasion, but yeah.
Not evasion. That is right. Thank you for being appropriate about that. But do you want to explain? Anybody?
So double Irish Dutch sandwich is a kind of
okay. What else?
maneuver used by the other ones.
Okay, I'll close it. You've almost got it. Not almost, but you have got it. That's green jersey, Singapore sling, double Irish, single malt, Dutch sandwich. All of them tax avoidance strategy, not evasion, or also known as base erosion and profit shifting. So that was the answer that I was looking for. A couple of you getting negatives. That's Rajarshi and Shantanu, both of you getting a -5 on this question. So that was that. If one were to create an index of the promise on offer, it would warrant a loss avoidance strategy. And like I said a moment ago, you have been here previously and thus would know each other very well, perhaps too well. So now is when you can partner with each other as you get to know each other even better. For in our next over, we exult in Cerebration's partnership with JK Tyre in making this program possible. This is the second over. It is called partnership. In this over, each participant will get a direct question. 15 seconds of time is what you will have. Other participants can hit the buzzer to partner with you, to help you out. If you're a direct participant, somebody else presses the buzzer, I will tell you that, this person's on the buzzer, they'd like to partner with you. You can seek their help. If they give an answer and you accept or reject it, those are the two choices that you have once when you listen to their answer. If you accept it and the answer is correct, the helping participant gets 15, and helping participant gets 10, and you get a +5. If the answer was incorrect and you accept it, both of you get a -5. Question goes to any of the two others on the buzzer in the order you've pressed the buzzer for +5 and -5. And if you reject the answer that was given to you by a partner and the answer was correct, so you will get a -5 for rejecting a wrong answer, and they will get a +10 for giving a right answer. If, however, you reject the answer and the answer was wrong, the partner will get a -5. You don't get a negative because you rejected a wrong answer, but it will go to some of the other participants on the buzzer for +5 and -5. If, however, there is nobody on the buzzer, then as a direct participant, you don't need to suffer the brunt of negatives. You can just give your best shot. If that's correct, I'll give you 10. That's incorrect, you don't lose any points. Right? So that's that. We will start with the first question that will go to Anirudh. Anirudh, you're first on the list. Everybody else, you're on the buzzer. This is a round that's powered by our presenting partner, JK Tyre, and they'd really like to see some really successful partnerships. Okay, here's question number 1. Anirudh, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here's your question. Located in Brunei, what landmark oil production quantity marker for the country does this 1991 monument commemorate? It thus has an alliterative name. You essentially just have to tell me the quantity marker. You don't necessarily have to give me the alliterative name, just the quantity marker is good enough. Right, Anirudh, there is Abhinav who's willing to partner with you, should you want to.
Yeah, let him answer.
All right, Abhinav, what is your answer?
So I'll say the alliterative name is billion barrels. I think per annum it should be.
All right,
Sorry,
your answer is, what are you offering to Anirudh?
billion barrels.
All right, Anirudh, Abhinav says billion barrels.
Billion barrels. I will reject the answer.
You will reject the answer because?
Not be billion, but it will be probably 1,000,000 barrels.
If it's 1,000,000 barrels, Anirudh, it will not be alliterative. It is only alliterative if it is billion barrel. So this is the billionth barrel monument in Brunei. That's well done, Abhinav. You did your part. That's 10 points to you. You really needed those points because I think you've been suffering a few negatives previously. So that's well done. Abhinav gets you 10 points, but Anirudh, there was everything there for the taking, but I don't know why you got confused with that. I also gave the clue it was alliterative. So it couldn't have been millionth barrel, but billionth barrel. So Anirudh, that's a -5 for rejecting a right answer. This question was brought to you by our partner, JK Tyre. -5, Anirudh, +10, Abhinav. Next question will now go to Abhinav, right? So Abhinav, this is your question now. Abhinav, please unmute.
Yeah.
Others on the buzzer, here's my question. With the conversation around X heating up, the airline industry, said to be about 3.5% responsible for it, is itself impacted by X in the following ways. A, it requires planes to have longer runways and lighter weight to lift off. Number 2, workers on the tarmac need longer breaks. And finally, longer idling times make it difficult to cool the plane down. What is this that I'm speaking of, which itself, the airline industry is said to be 3.5% responsible for it and is also suffering as a result of it in these ways? Abhinav, there is help coming from Shantanu if you'd like.
No, I think I'll like to take this on my own.
All right, for +10, -5, Abhinav, what is your answer?
So I'll say global warming, which means the air is heating up, which means it's becoming lighter, as in, less dense, which is why all of this makes sense.
Is correct, Abhinav. Back-to-back tenors for you. That's well done. 10 points again. You did have Shantanu willing to partner with you, but you didn't need help because you knew this answer very, very well. And as a result, you get 10 points. This question was also brought to you by our presenting partner, JK Tyre. So global warming, various estimates say that it's about 3.5% responsible, the airline industry. And as a result of global warming itself, it is not really in its own interest either. So that's 10 points, Abhinav. Back-to-back tenors for you. We'll move on to the third question. And this time we go to Shantanu, who wanted to partner with Abhinav on the previous question. So Shantanu, just a quick audio test.
Yeah, hi.
All right. Okay, Shantanu, here is your question. Others on the buzzer. It is made of raw material that produces a white color, similar to that of milk. In the beginning, soot was added into the mix to help stabilize the chemical compounds, as it mostly contained carbon, which made them black. However, as time has gone by, the use of soot was exchanged with carbon black instead, as carbon black has properties that magnify the strength and durability of X. What am I speaking of, Shantanu? You have Rajarshi willing to help you out.
I would listen to his answer.
Sorry, say that again.
I'll listen to his answer.
Listen to his answer. Rajarshi, what's your answer?
Yeah, I will say X is rubber. So this is the process of vulcanization where earlier soot was added, now it's carbon. And that gives the durability to the tires, rubber tires. It's produced
so your
from
final answer to Shantanu is?
Rubber. Tires, rubber tires.
Okay, rubber tires. Shantanu, accept, reject.
That is what I was thinking of myself as well, but because of the 3 negatives, I was, never mind. I'll go with this answer. I'll take the help.
You will accept, reject?
I will accept.
You will accept. So you had a fair bit of math there to accompany with your own bit of knowledge there. And you claim that Rajarshi has just confirmed your suspicion. That is indeed correct. That's well done, Rajarshi. That's 10 points to you. This is indeed tires. I would have given it to you for rubber also. So that's fine. And of course, that's well done, Shantanu, for accepting that answer. So 5 points, Shantanu, 10 points, Rajarshi. That's very well done, both of you. That is exactly the kind of partnership that this round was designed to witness. 10 to Rajarshi, 5 to Shantanu. And of course, regarding this question, originally when rubber is made, it's white, but then you add carbon black to it and it turns into black. Helps increase the strength and durability of the tires. All right, so we'll move on to our next question. That is going to be for our participant number 4. Very interestingly, what's happening here this round is every time on whoever's question somebody presses the buzzer, that person always gets the follow-up question. That's just how it's working out. Anyway, so the trend continues. Rajarshi, here is your question. Others on the buzzer. Your question, Rajarshi. After 3 years of waiting, when a koa tree fell in a private land in Hawaii, the company got into action and took more than 500 hours of exquisite craftsmanship to provide John Smith Jr. with his commissioned X in 2021. The company called it the most complex and priciest bespoke example of the model to be delivered to an American buyer, called the koa blank. Which company or what is X?
When you say what is X, you mean the product?
Yes. Which company is the brand and what product? I mean, either is okay. Which company or the product? The most complex and priciest bespoke example of the model. On the buzzer is Shantanu willing to partner with you, Rajarshi. Do you want his help?
Yes, I will listen to his answer.
Shantanu.
I'll say a yacht.
You'll say?
You know those super fancy yachts that rich people have?
Sorry, Shantanu, you're too low in your audio. You'll have to say
I'm
that
saying
again.
those super fancy yachts that the uber rich have.
Okay. Yachts. All right, Rajarshi, accept or reject?
Yeah, I was thinking on the same lines because I was thinking of the super yacht that was made for Jeff Bezos, so I will accept this answer.
So you'll accept or
yes,
reject?
I will accept. I will accept.
You will accept. There is nobody else on the buzzer. The answer that I was looking for, unfortunately, is not yachts. So that is incorrect, Rajarshi. -5 to you and a -5 to Shantanu. It's not yachts, but this is the Rolls-Royce Phantom to be specific. So this is the Koa Phantom. Rolls-Royce basically they claim to have very fine woodwork that's done in the interiors. This gentleman wanted specifically the koa tree from Hawaii to have the Rolls-Royce being designed internally. And as the question said, they had to wait for 3 years for the tree to actually fall. And then the Rolls-Royce engineers designers got into action and they created this bespoke model for Rolls-Royce. So this is the Rolls-Royce Phantom. If you would have said Rolls-Royce, that would have been good enough also. But unfortunately, you didn't. You went on a different vehicular track. That's a -5 Shantanu, -5 Rajarshi. And we move on to our final question. But before that, this question was powered by our presenting partner, JK Tyre. Final question coming up, Sai.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Sai. Here is my question for you. This is my personal favorite from the quiz. So, Sai, I'm reserving my personal favorite for you. All right. Please get it right. Okay, here's your question, Sai. In July 2000, a Concorde plane crashed shortly after takeoff, killing over 100 people. That's the picture of the crash. The incident was followed by some really expensive modifications to the fleet. And then, on what fateful day did it make its first journey with passengers after the crash, albeit all of them were BA employees, British Airways employees. But on what fateful day? Sai, you have Shantanu who's willing to partner with you.
Yeah, I'll listen to his answer.
All right, Shantanu, what is your answer? Just bring the mic closer, Shantanu, and answer.
I'm going to say 9/11.
All right. Sai, Shantanu says 9/11.
Yeah, I'll accept his answer because that
On
was
what fateful day did Concorde make its first journey with passengers? Sai and Shantanu, both of you think this is 9/11. That is absolutely correct. So incidentally, they did the transatlantic journey just moments before the September 11, 2001 attacks took place. And, we all know that Concorde didn't really continue to have a lift-off after that. The entire luxury travel industry sort of suffered significantly as a result of it, and so did Concorde's demise. But on the flip side, who's benefited here with this question is both Shantanu as well as Sai. Shantanu got a negative previously. This time you get a +10. So that's well done. And Sai, well done on accepting that. That gets you a +5. So that's very good. So that is the kind of partnerships that this over, powered by our partner, JK Tyre, was curated to celebrate. Terrific competitors, these with a sense of inevitability. They are early, they're off early, bringing effort up plenty. The action continues on the other side of this break. Stay with us.
It's time to break free. Break away from the routine. To the greens. And get lost in the world within. To steer through, to stop. Start again. Go forth. Shed your inhibitions and just let it all go. With JK Tyre's Ranger 80, made of tough, made for adventure. For the ones who are wild at heart. JK Tyre, total control.
I am the blue of the limitless sky. I am the inspiration that lets success soar high. I will perform, I will outrank, I will achieve, I will fly high. I am the I in SBI. I am the I in SBI.
I'm backed by the nation's trusted bank.
I am the I in SBI.
SBI, the banker to every Indian.
It's time to change your brand. Grayon, beauty, cosmetic, personal care products.
Welcome back. What a dream start from Mumbai, and we expected nothing less from the city of dreams. The scoreboard reports, we have a humdinger amidst us, and it is in seat number 4 and 5. They're really enjoying themselves. Just look at the scoreboard, asserting themselves early, asseverating themselves emphatically. Rajarshi from Fujitsu currently leading with a score of 20. Not too far behind is Sai Karthik at 13 from Axis Bank, and then some distance away we have Anirudh Datta from TCS at 5, Abhinav from TMI at 5, and Shantanu struggling for the moment at -5. Fortune, though, is not really a reliable friend, for it can change without warning. For the others, of course, this is far, far from over, far, far from being over. There's 2 overs still to go, 2 overs to outshine the rest. It is time to mano a mano. It's time to showcase batting and bowling blitzkrieg in the 3rd over, and it is called How's That? There are going to be 9 bowling options or topics that I will display shortly. You have 6 questions or balls to be played. You will be divided in 3 pairs as per scores, and I will tell you what those pairings are in a bit. Of course, we have uneven number of participants, so I'll tell you how the final pair works. I'll come to that later. 15 seconds of time to play the ball that's picked by the bowler from amongst the given options. If the batter or bowler are not able to answer, then either of the 2 out of the 3 spectators, the 3 other participants here, can buzz. Points if the batter answers, he gets 10. If the bowler answers, if the batter can't answer, question goes to the bowler. Bowler answers, bowler gets 5, the batter gets -5. Neither one of you can answer, question goes to the spectators who've shown interest on the buzzer. +5 if correct, -5 if incorrect. If the spectator gets it right, both the batter and bowler will also lose points. Both of them lose -5. But if the spectator gets it wrong, the batter and bowler do not lose points, just the spectator who loses points. That's -5. Right, let me show you what the bowling options are. Now, while you figure out and make sense of these bowling options, I'll tell you what the pairings are. Rajarshi and Sai, you'll be the first pair. So Sai, you'll have to pick the first first bowling option for Rajarshi, and then we'll flip the game. Second inning of the same match, Rajarshi will then pick a topic for Sai, followed by Anirudh and Abhinav. Abhinav, you'll pick a topic for Anirudh, and then Anirudh, you pick a topic for Abhinav. And for Shantanu, you'll have everybody else as your partner for batting and bowling, and I'll explain when we get there. Right, but for the moment, I'll ask Sai to pick a topic for Rajarshi. Rajarshi, please unmute yourself. The other three of you, Abhinav, Anirudh, and Shantanu, you can be on the buzzer. Rajarshi and Sai, you can keep your buzzers aside for the next two questions.
Okay. Global top 5.
Global top 5. Yeah. All right. So here's a list of global top 5. This is a question for Rajarshi. Rajarshi, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Here's your question. Others on the buzzer. Global top 5. The list of the cost of X is topped by South Korea at 7.8 times the GDP per capita, followed by China at 6.9 times the GDP per capita, then Germany at 2.64x, then France at 2.24 times the GDP per capita. One of the reasons why X is expensive in Korea is the society's emphasis on education, leading to a huge demand for something that's called hagwon in South Korea. What is X? Before you answer, I hope all of you are clear that the capitalized X is the answer that I'm looking for. The small x is times, right? So it's not the capital X and the small x, right? So 6.9 times, 7.8 times, right? So the small x is not the same as the capitalized X. Rajarshi, question for you.
So Ajay, if I pass it, what happens?
You will, I mean, it's up to you to decide, but your wrong answer is as good as a pass.
Okay, so I will say this is a personal computer or a tablet used for education for kids.
Sorry, you'll have to say that again.
Yeah, I'll say personal computer.
Personal computer. I'm afraid that's wrong.
Or tablet. Okay.
I'll take it to Sai.
I pass. Okay.
Sai, you're passing. There's nobody else on the buzzer. Does anybody want to take a guess? Not for points.
Is it college education?
College education. So one of the reasons why, okay, no.
But foreign educated employees.
Foreign educated employees. No, that's not correct. The answer that I was looking for, I mean, the reason why I gave the education part was to sort of get you on track about thinking of the right answer. Unfortunately, I don't have the right answer. The answer that I was looking for, South Korea tops the world with 7.8 times the GDP per capita for cost of raising a child. Right, so this is the cost of raising a child is what I was looking for. No points to anyone. No points lost either. But this time, Rajarshi, you'll get to pick a topic for Sai.
I'll say for fauna-inspired name.
You'll say?
Fauna-inspired
name. All right, so fauna-inspired name for Sai. Sai, here's your question. Others on the buzzer except Rajarshi. Describing the inspiration for its name, the magazine's founding editor said, unlike its namesake that you see on the right, blank has no appetite for the wanton destruction of plants. It does aspire to be, if not the last word, at least an important vehicle for West Coast writers. So this is an American magazine. That's a West Coast. What is the magazine that's on the left called? Its name is inspired by what you see on the right. It does aspire to be, if not the last word, at least an important vehicle for writers. I need an answer. No answer. I'll take the question to Rajarshi, the bowler?
I'll guess this is locust.
Couldn't be the last word as locust because starts with the letter L, so that's wrong. Nobody on the buzzer, but does anybody want to take a guess? The last word.
Last word alphabetically.
Anybody wants to take a guess? No? What's the last word in the dictionary?
ZZYX, something like that, right?
Of course, had to be Z and
no, yeah.
ZZ fly or something.
No, it's called the Ziziva.
Ziziva.
Right. So this is the Ziziva. That's the so very interestingly how he drafted his quote. He said that we don't aspire to be the last word, but just an important vehicle for writers. Unlike its namesake, has no appetite for destruction of plants and all of that. So essentially, just have to identify what's the last word in the dictionary. That's also lends its name to this magazine. So this is called Ziziva. No points to anyone in this match. The first match that we played, so unfortunate there. We'll move on to the second match, second pairing. That's going to be Anirudh and Abhinav. Abhinav, please pick a topic for Anirudh. The other three of you on the buzzer. Anirudh, please unmute yourself. Yes, Abhinav.
Easter egg in tech.
Easter egg in tech. All right, Anirudh, here's your question. In the 1960s, the first known Easter egg was first included in a piece of software. The hidden feature, which spouted off the words XY, so two words, when the phrase make love was typed in, was first added to the text editor Techo by developer William Wyher. The full story of this Easter egg, which was first seen on the PDP-6 mainframe computer, emerged in 2021, so emerged much later after 50 years. Tell me what the two words are, XY. So when the phrase make love was typed, what two words were spouted? That was the Easter egg. I need an answer.
I'll just say Pac-Man.
Pac-Man? Okay. That's incorrect. I'll take it to Abhinav.
I'll just say not war.
It's correct. Make love, not war. Absolutely. That's well done, Abhinav. Very well worked out. Gets you a 5, Abhinav. But unfortunately, Anirudh, you lose points on this one. That's a -5 to you. That's 5 points, Abhinav. -5 to Anirudh. So make love, not war. That's why the Easter egg. So Anirudh, this time it's your turn. Pick a topic for Abhinav.
Yeah, I'll go with this Posh Act Vishaka case.
Posh Act Visakha case. Abhinav, this is your question. Others on the buzzer. In a 2007 case where an employee of the National Audit and Account Service in Shimla was allegedly drunk when he entered the room of a female officer in Glen officer's mess and sexually assaulted her. A key point of argument in the matter was the definition and ambit of a certain term, since it wasn't clearly defined in the conduct rules of the Vishaka case. So they consulted the Black's Law Dictionary. Which term that is expanded to include home in the pandemic era? Abhinav.
We're waiting for the buzz to happen, right? The 10 more seconds.
Abhinav, you can give an answer.
Okay. So I'll say like homemaker, as in housewife, homemaker.
Homemaker. All right. That is incorrect. Question goes to Anirudh.
I think it is workplace, because the
That
home is now a
correct.
workplace.
This is workplace that has extended to home in the pandemic era. That's well done, Anirudh. So quite a flip side of how this match worked out. It was Abhinav's question, Anirudh answered. When it was Anirudh's question, Abhinav answered. So this time it's going to be reverse of the scoring that we did last time. So -5 Abhinav this time and a +5 to Anirudh. So -5 Abhinav, +5 Anirudh. Last time we had +5 Abhinav and -5 Anirudh. Back to how we started this round for you. Now, before we move on to Shantanu, I'll tell you how this one works. So Shantanu, because Anirudh, just because you answered the previous question, so I'll let you open the next question for Shantanu. However, Shantanu, you give your answer. If that's correct, you know how the scoring works. But if that is incorrect, any of the other 4 of you, whoever hits the buzzer first, you become the bowler for Shantanu. Just that Anirudh gets to open the question, but even if Anirudh wants to answer, he still has to hit the buzzer. But Shantanu goes first. Shantanu gets it right, he gets 10. But Shantanu gets it wrong. Whoever's on the buzzer, you will be the bowler. And if your answer is correct, that's great. You'll get 5. Shantanu will get a -5. But if you're incorrect, and if there's somebody else on the buzzer and they get it right, then you know the scoring pattern, right? So the bowler for this question will be decided on the basis of whoever buzzes first. All right. Anirudh, please pick a topic for Shantanu.
Yeah, I'll go with the de-dollarization.
De-dollarization. All right. Now everybody else on the buzzer, Shantanu, except you. Shantanu, this is your direct. This is de-dollarization for you. Off late, with the renewed talk of de-dollarization gaining momentum, the currencies of BRICS, Saudi, Indonesia, and Malaysia are seemingly the viable alternatives to the dominance of USD. Owing to a certain commonality, what is the club of these challenger currencies nicknamed? You can just tell me what the commonality is. Shantanu. Amongst the currencies of these countries. Still somebody waiting to be a bowler. But Shantanu, you don't have to worry about that. You can give your answer. Shantanu, I need an answer.
Okay, so because all of these
you're too low, Shantanu. You'll have to bring your mic closer.
All of these currencies, I am assuming, have the photograph of the ruler or the sultan in that case on the currency note. So that is the commonality which all the currencies have. Maybe not in every denomination, but at least in some denomination.
So you're saying that all of them have the ruler or the sultan of the country whose picture appears on the currency. So BRICS also includes India. I don't know which sultan's picture appears there. So
you
obviously
said the
that
commonality is with Saudi, Indonesia, and Malaysia.
Commonality?
Okay, I thought the commonality was only with Saudi, Indonesia, and Malaysia.
No, currencies of BRICS and all the others, right? Okay, so that's incorrect. Shantanu, obviously. Nobody on the buzzer. Rajeshi, you have hit the buzzer, but it's too late. Not within time. You can give the answer, not for points, just for polite applause.
Yeah, all the currencies start with an R. So Brazil is real, India is rupee, rupaya, real.
You can just read it out from here. Yeah. That is correct. So it is the R club. All of the currencies start with the letter R. So, although the talk of de-dollarization is, as old as dollar itself, or in fact, when dollar sort of started gaining from the military-industrial complex. But all of these currencies start with the letter R, right? So it's called the R club. That kind of could be a viable alternative to de-dollarization. We'll see if that happens. But no points to anyone. Shantanu didn't lose anything either. So what we'll do on the next question is, Shantanu will get to pick the question. And Shantanu will be the bowler. But the batter again will be decided on the basis of the buzzer. So whoever buzzes first, that person will be the batter. And Shantanu will by default be the bowler.
If there is no one buzzing?
Sorry, say that again.
If no one buzzes, then?
So Shantanu will still get a try. Sure. For 5 points if he's right. Okay. All right. But no one will get a negative in that case. Okay. Just that Shantanu will get a 5. All right, Shantanu, pick a topic.
I'll go with GameStop saga.
GameStop saga. On the buzzer for others. All right. This is a question from GameStop saga. Seen in Eat the Rich, the GameStop saga, is Alvin Chow, a retail trader who is said to have converted his $25,000 to $8 million in the GME rally of early pandemic. His pseudonym on Reddit is Jeff Amazon. The name is inspired by what incident of fumbled speech that has since inspired many memes? Essentially, how did he arrive at the name Jeff Amazon? It is inspired by an incident of fumbled speech that has since inspired many memes. On the buzzer, and thus being the batter in this question, is Anirudh. Anirudh?
Yeah, I'll get to attempt, no?
No, hold on. Okay. The batter will attempt first. Anirudh.
Yeah, I'll go with COFF, the whatever Donald Trump said, CO coffee for coffee.
So what did Donald Trump say?
COVFEFE. That's the...
Okay, COVFEFE. That is incorrect, Anirudh. Question goes to Shantanu. Now, Shantanu, you can attempt. Please bring the mic closer. And Shantanu, give an answer if you are.
Yeah, my guess would have been some of the mispronunciation that have been done by Trump only over social media and other different platforms.
Okay, what is your answer, Shantanu?
Donald Trump's mistweets, misspeakings.
And which one? He says coffee. Which one are you picking? Okay, no answer, Shantanu. I'll close it. All right. So I don't have a right answer from either one of you.
Can I go for a
question goes to
non-com?
next on the buzzer, and that is Sai. Sai,
Okay.
what's your answer?
Okay, he got inspired by Tim Apple for Tim Cook. So
that is correct. This is Tim Apple for Tim Cook. That's what Donald Trump said. So thus, Alvin Chow chose Jeff Amazon for Jeff Bezos Amazon. Right. So that's the incident of fumble speech that I was looking for. That's well done, Sai. Gets you 5 and a -5, Anirudh, and a -5 to Shantanu. Both of you getting negatives as a result. So well done, Sai there. Right. So that is the end of the penultimate over as well. I would say this, as I said when we began the final, our contestants today have nothing to offer but toil and moil, grind and hustle and hard work and struggle. It really is a treat to watch. The tail end action continues in our rare word segment, but that's on the other side of the break. We'll be back shortly.
They've come from the future to change the way we drive.
JK Smart Tyre, buddy.
JK Smart Tyre, the tyre with a brain. The future of driving is here. JK Smart Tyre.
I am the blue of the limitless sky. I am the inspiration that lets success soar high. I will perform, I will outrank, I will achieve, I will fly high. I am the I in SBI. I am the I in SBI.
I'm backed by the nation's trusted bank.
I am the I in SBI.
SBI, the banker to every Indian.
It's time to change your brand. Grayon, beauty, cosmetic, personal care products.
Welcome back. We're in character building stage of competition. It's a red card action time now, but before that resumes, on the scoreboard, Rajarshi from Fujitsu and Sai Karthik from Axis Bank at 20 and 18 points each, at 20 points and 18 points respectively, exhibiting a fine specimen of what they can do when in full flow. Their scores of 20 and 18 are expression of experience and excellence, and for the others, Abhinav at 5, Anirudh at 0, and Shantanu at -10. A change in approach is not just good to have, but at this point, it really must be had. Every half chance must be grabbed, every opportunity stabbed. The next over asks you to slog, slog, and slog. It really is that simple. It is the final opportunity. It's time to break the scoreboard unity. It's the fourth over. It is called the super over.
Ajay, may I please
In this
interrupt
round,
you? Sorry. Hello,
go on,
Ajay.
Shantanu.
Yeah. So in the last question, because Sai Karthik answered it correct, is that why I got negative?
Yeah, that's why you got a negative. Yeah, okay. Where were we? Yeah, so this round is called Super Over. There are 6 questions, all of them on the buzzer. Each question has 2 answers, and you'll have 15 seconds of time after I'm done reading the question, within which you must hit the buzzer to signal an intent that you would like to give an answer to that question. The 2 answers of a question, there is some commonality between them, and the commonality is, as we saw with the R Club, they all start with the same, not just the same initials, but beyond that. So they'll have similar starting. First few letters will be similar. So beyond just being alliterative, they'll have a few more letters that are going to be similar. That's how they'll start. Now, when you give an answer, when you hit the buzzer, you have the opportunity to either play super or safe. So if you play super and you get both correct, you get 15 points. But if you get 1 correct and 1 wrong, you get +10 and a -5. So you're left with 5 points. And then the remaining answer will be given by somebody else on the buzzer, whoever's after you, for +5 and -5. However, if the follow-up answer or follow-up participant on the buzzer has the same answer as the first person on the buzzer, then you can say that you don't want to give the answer, which is fine. I will not give you negatives. But if you attempt, you better get it right, because I'll give you 5 points. Otherwise, I'll give you a -5. If you're playing super and if you get both wrong, you get a -10, and the follow-up buzzer has the option of playing for super because both answers are available, and you can still play safe if you want to for +10 and -5. If you're playing safe, you're giving only 1 answer, 10 points if you're right, and if you're wrong, you get a -5. So we're ready to start. 6 questions coming up, each with 2 answers. The answers, both of them start with, first few as common letters. How many? That's a decision for you. That's something that you'll have to figure out when you take a look at these questions. Here's question number 1. Good luck, all of you. So we're at 20, 18, 5, 0, and -10. Anybody's game still. Here's question number 1. Pug was an orange colored clay used in the Middle Ages to make storage boxes called X. But due to confusion in this pronunciation and a clever, albeit accidental visual pun, appealed to customers and delighted children equally. So 2-word answer, 5 and 4. And on the right, named for a Cambridge economist, why is a tax implemented to account for the true social costs of production or consumption? The effects of a negative externality are supposed to be corrected by levying the tax. It's a 9-letter answer. On the buzzer first is Abhinav. Abhinav, super or safe?
I'll go for safe only for X.
And your answer is?
Piggy bank.
That is correct, Abhinav. That's well done. That's 10 points to you. On the buzzer next is Shantanu. Shantanu, do you have Y?
No, I had X only.
Shantanu, bring the mic closer, please.
I had X only.
You had X only, so I'll close it. Does anybody want to take a guess what this tax could be?
I think Pygmalion tax.
Yeah, Pygmalion.
Not Pygmalion, will not have the same spelling.
Pinkerton.
And Pygmalion was a play, not a Cambridge economist.
Pinkerton. Is there somebody called Pinkerton?
Pinkerton. Okay, very interesting. The fact that, the answers start with similar alphabets, at least there are some guesses coming. So that's great. Neither Pinkerton, not Pygmalion. All right, I'll close this, I think. So with just 10 points to Abhinav on this question. The answer that I was looking for, this is named after the 20th century economist, Arthur Cecil Pigou. This is the Pigouvian tax, right? So piggy bank and Pigouvian tax. Those were the 2 answers. We'll move on to question number 2 now. Here's question number 2. X, whose identity may soon be revealed due to a defamation suit, once said, copyright is for losers. X was behind the bemusement park on the left called Dismaland and the Waldorf Hotel in Bethlehem on the right. So 6-letter answer. Then on the right, Operating out of this hotel in Switzerland during the Second World War, why ship gold from war-torn Europe to safety of New York, mostly on behalf of its European members? It's a 4-word answer. On the buzzer is Abhinav. Abhinav, super or safe?
I'll safe again, and X
is
Banksy.
Is correct. That's well done, Abhinav, getting it right. 10 points again. Following him on the buzzer is Shantanu. Do you have Y, Shantanu?
No.
You don't have Y. So I'll close it. So this was Banksy. And what could be Y? Guys, come on. I'm sure you have it. Take a guess, not for points.
Is it Bank Society General or something?
Not Bank Society General, doesn't fit 4, 3, 13, 11.
Or Swiss?
Who, which bank around that time would sort of ship gold from Europe to across the Atlantic for its various central banks, the European central banks that work or still function under it? This is the Bank for International Settlements, or BIS. That's Banksy and Bank for International Settlements. 10 points to Abhinav, and that's about it on this question. Back-to-back tenors for him. But this question is powered by our partner, SPI. 10 points to Abhinav. We'll move on to question number 3. Manufactured by VST Industries, X was the favorite brand of Mir Osman Ali Khan. Its advertisement copies include relax, have a X, and it takes a X to satisfy a man like you. So not being politically correct there with the copies, but nevertheless, that's 9 letters for X. On the right, Y is derived from a combination of words for rich family. Korea has about 40 of them qualifying as such. Today, Ys account for about 10% of the country's workers and hold about 77% of their market capitalization. That's why 7 letters. On the buzzer first is Shantanu. Super or safe, Shantanu?
I'll play super.
Super. Start with X.
Charminar.
Okay.
Cigarette brand and chai bowl.
That is perfect. That is indeed the answers that I was looking for. That is Charminar and Chai Bowl, the Chai Bowl families and businesses of South Korea, and Charminar, the cigarette, being advertised here by Jackie Shroff. That's very good answer there, Shantanu. Gets you a full set, a full 15 for that one. 15 points to Shantanu, Charminar and Chai Bowl. 3 questions to go. Here's number 4. X is a satirical term for the post-American Civil War era and was coined in this book on the left by Mark Twain, and is the name and setting of this 2022 series on the right. Their names are shared and they are for 6 and 3 letters. And on the right, left is the mascot of Y derived from the stock illustration on the right. It's a 6-letter answer. On the buzzer first is Shantanu. Super or safe? Shantanu?
I'll play super.
Super. Start with X.
I'll start with Y.
Okay, sure.
And say GitHub.
You'll say?
GitHub.
GitHub. Okay. And X is?
Gilded Age.
Is perfect. That is indeed the answer. That's Gilded Age and GitHub. That's well done, Shantanu. Back-to-back 15 pointers for you. So we had Abhinav scoring 2 back-to-back tenors, and now Shantanu upping the game and playing superbly well, getting 2 15ers as the result. So that is The Gilded Age by Mark Twain and Charles Dudley Warner, and Gilded Age, the series. And that is indeed GitHub for Mona the Octocat. That's the mascot of GitHub. That's well done to Shantanu. 15 points yet again. 2 questions remain. Here's question number 5. The original logo of Starbucks, used till 1987, had 3 words written under the siren: coffee, tea, and blank. What other, or essentially the blank is what other commodity which they sold from around the world? You essentially have to tell me what's behind the question mark that I've hidden. And on the right, a backronym for an incentive program for companies and businesses to drive sales and thus profits. Short-term taxable sales incentives or bonuses designed to motivate sales rep. A replacement for the JFIF file format for storing JPEG data, and an alien battling alter ego of Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. On the buzzer is Shantanu. Super or safe?
I'll play safe.
Bring the mic closer. You'll play safe. X or Y? Left or right?
I'll play X.
Okay.
And I'll say coffee, tea.
Shantanu, too much time?
Bingo.
Is incorrect. That's a -5, Shantanu. Question goes to Rajarshi. Super or safe?
I'll play safe.
Safe. Left or right? X or Y? Quick, Rajarshi.
I'll say the no. I actually don't have an answer. Go for Y. So
Okay.
I will say GIF.
Okay,
No.
that is incorrect, Rajarshi. That's a -5. Question goes to Anirudh. Super or safe?
Play safe and go with the X here.
Okay, and that is?
I was talking about butter, BUTTER.
Butter. That is incorrect. That's a -5 to Anirudh. Question goes to Abhinav. Abhinav, super or safe?
Yeah, safe. I'll go for this right, as in the Calvin and Hobbes one.
Okay.
Yeah, so spiff. So spaceman spiff is the alien battling.
One on the right. So you say spiff
SPIF.
for the one on the right, alien battling alter ego of Calvin. That is correct. Abhinav, that gets you 10 points. So does anybody want to extrapolate that information and tell me what was the other commodity that Starbucks was selling that was part of their logo, visual identity as well?
What is the answer again?
SPIF, SPIFF, which essentially is sales program incentive funds.
Then
or
I would say
in the case of the images, it's still picture interchange file format.
Spices.
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 Tea, coffee, and spices is what Starbucks would sell earlier. So that is just 10 points to Abhinav, but a -5 to Anirudh, -5 to Rajarshi, -5 to Shantanu, and making this quiz really, really exciting with that.
Could you tell us the scores once? Sorry.
Sure, I'll tell you the scores. I'll just request the console to help me with the scores. It won't appear on screen, but I'll tell you what it is. Okay, and then you can decide what you'd like to do on the last question. So +10 Abhinav, -5 Rajarshi, -5 Anirudh, -5 Shantanu on that last question. And we'll move on to the final one. There's one spot available for the taking for the national final. And just give you a moment. Just give me a moment, please.
So it doesn't show my buzz on that question. Does it show on your end? Which is why I was confused for a bit. I think he's stuck.
I think only the first 3 buzzers show up enough. So.
Oh, okay. I
maybe
buzzed.
that's the reason why.
So yeah, okay.
Right. So I'll tell you what the scores are. The scores are as follows. Anirudh, you're on -5. Abhinav, you are on 35. And then we have Shantanu, who's on 15. And Rajarshi also on 15. And Sai Karthik on 18. Right. So those are the scores. We'll move on to our final question.
One question left in the quiz, right? 15 points?
Yeah, final question.
Okay, sure. Then I'll not pass.
Okay, final question coming up. I'll repeat the scores. Abhinav 35, Sai 18, Shantanu, Rajarshi 15 each, and Anirudh on -5. Here's my final question. I'm guessing with that awareness of scores, participants know what they need to do, or perhaps know what they don't need to do. All right, here's my question. Final one. The reasons why the Palampur Jains have flourished in the X business, making India 90% dominant in its global trade, are 1, strong joint family system vis-a-vis Jews, desire to work all 7 days a week versus Jews who don't work during the Shabbat, and 3rd, the efficient and trustworthy Angadiya system. And on the right, the video game series by Blizzard on the left, the first Lamborghini to go over 200 miles per hour on the right, and the former name of the Pakistani submarine that sank during the Indo-Pak War of 1971 for 6 letters. Question is for Rajarshi. Rajarshi, super or safe?
I have no option but to go for super.
Go for it.
Yeah, so 6 is Ghazi because that was the submarine that was sunk in 1971, PNS Ghazi.
Okay.
And
on the left, X is? I need an answer, Rajesh.
Gandhi. I'll say Gandhi. JJ and DHI. Gandhi.
All right. That's incorrect on both counts. So that's a -10 to Rajarshi. I'll take the question to Shantanu. Super or safe?
Yeah, X I know for sure. So from that, I'll.
What are you answering? Super or safe?
Super.
Super. Go for both.
X is diamond.
Okay.
And Y
is?
Should be Diablo.
Is perfect. That is indeed the answer. This is Diamond and Diablo. That is correct. Shantanu gets you a +15 to end this quiz. Diamond polishing, the cutting and cash courier is the Angadiya, the diamond polishing and cutting the industry, and the Angadiyas are the cash couriers. And of course, that's Diablo, meaning devil. And Rajarshi identified PNS Ghazi. The question said the former name for Ghazi. The former name was USS Diablo, which is where the Pakistani military got it from. So on that question, we have Rajarshi getting a -10 and Shantanu getting a +15. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of day's play. Through questions and every over, I inquired what is their aim. Through their answers, they responded in unison. It is victory, victory at all costs, victory however long and hard the journey may be. And that long and hard journey now comes to the end with the regional final terminus. But there's one protocol left, the identity of the occupant of the last seat in the national final. It is on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.
It's time to break free. Break away from the routine. To the greens. And get lost in the world within. To steer through, to stop. Start again. Go forth. Shed your inhibitions and just let it all go. With JK Tyre's Ranger 80, made of tough, made for adventure. For the ones who are wild at heart. JK Tyre, total control.
I am the blue of the limitless sky. I am the inspiration that lets success soar high. I will perform, I will outrank, I will achieve.
nation's trusted bank.
I am the I in SBI.
SBI, the banker to every Indian.
It's time to change your brand. Grayon, beauty, cosmetic, personal care products.
Welcome back. We've witnessed a Mumbai masterclass, a befitting afterword in this historic regional chapter of the 20th season of Cerebration. And our winner, escalating his rise to regional superiority with calmness, composure, and calculated guesses as we saw towards the end. Little bit of a fanciful end for him, and of course, a smile that he's hiding right now to go with it. He set his ambitions high, made astute judgments to suit the situation, and came back with a steely resolve after the disappointment in Delhi a couple of years ago when I introduced him, I said he's brought his life and perhaps his luck to Mumbai as well. Congratulating our winner from Mumbai is Abhinav Tyre from Tomorrow's Market Innovators. With a very well fought, not a huge score there. I can't recall correctly right now, but if I remember, it is perhaps the lowest winning score across all the regional rounds. So it doesn't matter the pitch that you're playing in. What matters is who you're competing with. And he competed with some fine competitors, each one of them giving it their best. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out for them like it did for Abhinav, who has made himself journey on the radiant route to the national final of Cerebration, standing tall like a fortress, stubbornly impenetrable, supremely impressive right at the very end. And watch out others, he is seemingly invulnerable. Congratulations, Abhinav. To the other finalists, towards the end, when it mattered the most, struggled to show their sparkle, had a big job to do today, a job as it stands left incomplete. Unfortunately, a task to be capitalized on in following seasons. I look forward to you coming back then. So, cherishing, of course, both the viewers checking in on the live stream and the charitable kindness of our partners, namely presenting partner JK Tyre, is brought to you in association with BSC, associate partners SBI, Grayon, and Parker Pen, by Luxor Group and TV partner NewsX. From the team at the Hindu BusinessLine Cerebration Corporate Quiz 2023, here's an extended invitation to all you viewers. The season stopper, the great stage of corporate quizzing, the national final is our next and our ultimate destination. I will bring that to you as well, albeit not virtually, but in the halls of the glorious BSC at Mumbai. You saw them showcase their grand form in the regional rounds. And so, when I say this, I'm sure you will concur. The Cerebration champion will be one with a big dream, a bigger desire, and the biggest dedication. Don't miss it. It's goodbye for now.